Hello friends, this is Shiva Kumar here, and in this video, first I like to share my good afternoon wishes to everyone. And in this part of video, I like to discuss about the warehouse automation, the benefits, and the ways to automate. Right. So this part will show you how to automate your warehouse. So actually, in day-to-day warehouse, actually you can see um, many people will strive with the warehouse automation, and actually they are not properly get a proper guidance to do proper put away and picking in optimized way with cost reduction in human resource, and they are unable to avoid the unwanted movement of the warehouse workers during put away and picking, and they are unable to control the warehouse costs. So this video will help the business users or a student who is very interested in knowing WM. They can easily understood, I can say, the warehouse process. So it's worth and challenges you may encounter. So you can see the various automation technologies and our advice to when and how to implement the automation, right? So we have the questions in mind: when to automate your warehouse, how to automate your warehouse automation best practices, warehouse automation trends, right? So these questions will come. And warehouse automation is a process of automating the movement of inventory into, within, and out of warehouses to customers with minimal human assistance, right? So there is no intervention of during put away and picking. So everything is system guided put away and picking, right? So that reduces the labor cost in warehouse. And also the error, say for example, if a user wrongly picked the material from the bin, so these things can be actually can be avoided in the system guided or automated warehouse where software is implemented to guide that picking and put away. As a part of automation project, a business can eliminate labor intensive duties that involve repetitive physical work and manual data entry and analysis. So that's what I said. We can automate the process by avoiding the manual repetitive process, and also error prone human errors or system user entry errors. All these things can be avoided. For example, a warehouse worker may load an autonomous mobile robot with heavy packages. The robot moves the inventory from one end to the other end of the warehouse to the shipping zone, for example, and software records the movement of that inventory, keeping all records currently up to date. This robot improve the efficiency, speed, reliability, and accuracy of this task. So actually, when I came to know actually in the I can say in some robotic automated warehouse we can use butlers, so that the magnetic floor actually where all the robots or the during robots deployed during the put away and picking can be controlled through a remote. So I heard from the client Gray Orange, actually they are doing the automated picking and packing using butlers which are controlled by the magnetic. I mean, the magnet is magnet or some electronic devices. Actually pasted in the floor, so it easily go and here and there during the picking and packing to, and also avoid automatic picking, and everything is a system. SAP controller, system guided picking, so can be controlled by the robots. Okay. So, but warehouse automation does not require physical or robotic automation. Okay, and in many cases, simply refers to the use of software to replace manual tasks. Say, example, SAP kind of thing. So, however, this scenario illustrates how robots and human work together to accomplish repetitive tasks while minimizing fatigue and injury, right? Actually, anything, whatever it may be, the automation is nothing but we cannot 100% depend on the robots or a system. So there should be a minimum involvement of a human being. So then only we can achieve the integration successfully. Okay. Automation can start with warehouse management system, data collection and inventory control, while warehouse automation has a significant upfront cost. There are many benefits ranging from improving operations to minimize a human error, right? So we are trying our maximum to reduce the human errors, okay, by automating. That is called robotic process automation. Everything comes in mind. So the future of automating the warehouse lies in robotics and integrating artificial intelligence (AI) onto the warehouse floor. So it's an unavoidable thing. Integrating the robotics and AI in the warehouse for automating all the picking, put away, internal operations, wherever the control of forklift equipment, carousels, ASRS, all these things will be controlled through robotics and AI integration. So warehouse automation, what are the possible things? So digital process automation actually where we can say is for on a cloud and everything, right? So we can discuss everything. So physical process automation and digital process automation, how it is success and what are the things, say physical phases of automation. So robotics, GTP systems, ASRS, AGV, automated guided vehicles and many things actually. So we have smart sensors and pallet sensing devices, and then in case of a digital transformation we have mobile trackers and enhancement. So we have many new technologies involved in the information technology sense. So cloud deployment is there, machine learning is there, and data analytics or platform, and we have business technology platform. Everything is available. Software applications and APIs, everything is there. So now the physical phases of automation is transformed to the digital process automation. So warehouse optimization and knowledge KPIs can be improved, right? On all the things, that is put away or picking or internal movement or say replenishment, whatever it may be. Actually whatever process available in the warehouse can be automated, same like other material management or I mean sales order, sales processing or order processing or delivery processing. Everything is now situated on a single S/4HANA platform. So everything is in single nutshell. Okay. So what is a question? Now actually we have a question in mind. What is a digital automation? Digital automation uses data and software to reduce manual workflows, right? Automatic identification and data captures AIDC technology like mobile barcoding is an example of digital automation in the warehouse. The benefit of digital process automation include the ability to integrate the enterprise resource planning ERP system, enhanced security, greater data management efficiency, reduced operational and legal risk, and improved safety. But from the warehouse perspective, it reduces the manual process and elimination of human errors, and automatic identification and data capture technology like radio frequency identification RFID and mobile barcode scanning can enhance the worker experience, right? So workers can feel good user experience, improve customer service, and reduce operational cost and associated with human errors. Okay. So implementing digital automation technology requires a significant upfront of investment. These costs include hardware, software, and support contracts, and the time and the resource required to implement the systems and train employees in addition, right? So digital automation can increase the risk of lost or corrupted data and cybersecurity threats. Okay, and what is physical automation in the warehouse? So what is a physical yeah, sorry, say implementing digital automation technologies requires upfront investment. These costs include hardware, software, and support contracts, and the time and resource required to implement the systems and train employees. To addition, digital, I can say training the employees and deploying the new systems. In addition, digital automation can increase the risk of lost or corrupted data and the cyber security threats. So no one can enter the organization's important points, right? So what is a physical automation in the warehouse? So physical automation is a way to use technology to minimize employees' movement and build more efficient workflows. Robots are, one example of how it works in the warehouse. The advantage of physical automation include increased warehouse capacity and efficiency, enhanced reliability and scalability of services, and improved performance. The downside are the significant upfront expenses, the scarcity of a skilled workforce to manage and maintain the systems, high maintenance cost and equipment that is meant for highly specific functions. So the cost is more, and we need human resource to involve with the physical automation in the warehouse. To take the advantage of automated warehouse systems, business needs advanced planning and organization. These systems are more suited for large volume warehouses and distribution centers with a space to accommodate specified, specified equipment. So now actually we have the digital automation in the place, which is very low cost and high end-to-end track and trace, and physical automation is more costly, and then actually human involvement is required, whereas in case of digital automation human involvement is not required. Everything will be guided by the systems, right? So these are the main advantages, and cost of implementation is also somewhat less. How does the warehouse automation work? The warehouse automation works by using software and integrated technology like hardware, like robotics and sensor to automate tasks. These products work in concert. It's like a musical concert, right? So every or the orchestra and the singer has to coordinate and cooperate with each other to bring the rhythm with existing tools like inventory management software, right? So these are the things. And warehouse automation helps ensure that business critical operation in your facilities meet customer demand. It starts with warehouse management system that automates manual process and data capture, inventory control, and supports data analysis. These systems integrate with other solutions to efficiently manage and automate tasks across different business and supply chain functions. So we have categories of different categorization of warehouse automation. So we need to check one by one. So warehouse automation varies from relatively simple to quite complex. Basic automation uses planning, machinery, and vehicle to reduce the repetitive task. Advanced systems take advantage of artificial intelligence and robotic integration. Okay. So warehouse automation categories like basic warehouse automation, warehouse system automation, and then mechanized warehouse automation, advanced warehouse automations, and many more things. So let us check on basic warehouse automation. So these types of automation refers to simple technology that assists people with a task that would otherwise require more manual labor. For example, a conveyor or a carousel moves inventory from point A to point B. So this includes the basic warehouse automation, and warehouse system automation include this system uses software, machine learning, robotics, and data analytics to automate tasks and procedures. For example, a warehouse management system reviews all the orders that need to be filled in a day, and as users pick like items to fulfill all those orders at once, as so they don't traverse the warehouse back and forth multiple times. Okay, and then machinized warehouse automation. This kind of warehouse automation uses robotic equipment and system to assist the humans with warehouse tasks and procedures. Autonomous mobile shelf loader robots that lift rack and products and deliver them to human pickers, right, to retrieve and sort is one example. And then advanced warehouse automation, right? So advanced warehouse automation combines machinized warehouse robotics and automation system that can replace labor intensive human workflows, right? So for example, a robotic forklift, say, fleet that uses advanced artificial intelligence, camera sensors, and then cameras and sensors to navigate a warehouse and communicate each forklift operation or location to an online tracking portal, so they can avoid unwanted movements here and there, and also they cannot move in a random manner, or they can able to maintain the where the shelf is located, where to be kept at a distance, so how much distance we have to travel, are there any in the middle, actually is there any problem of traversing. So all this kind of thing can be monitored with sensors, artificial intelligence sensors, and then the cameras, right? So that is quite possible. So now let's move on to next part. So the types of warehouse automation technology. There are many types of warehouse automation because there is a wide range of warehouse technology and systems available, right? So warehouse automation mainly focuses to minimize manual tasks and speed up the process from receiving to shipping, and avoid human intervention errors, data entry errors, and system causing issues. All these things can be avoided in the warehouse automation. Okay, and warehouse automation technology includes goods to person (GTP). So goods to person fulfillment is one of the most popular method for increasing the efficiency and reducing the congestion, right? So this category includes conveyors, carousels, and vertical lift systems, right? When properly applied, goods to person system can double or triple the speed of warehouse picking. Okay, and next one, automated storage and retrieval system, nothing but ASRS. ASRS are the form of goods to person fulfillment technology that includes automated systems and equipment like material carrying vehicles, that is AGVs, automated guided vehicles, right? And turret or tote shuttles and mini loaders to store and retrieve materials or products. High volume of warehouse applications with the space constraints tend to utilize ASRS. In case of normally, I saw this in Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Actually, they are using this ASRS, automated storage and retrieval system, where 300 and some 310 bin or 350 bin something actually can be designated as a ASRS bin. So all the stocks will be loaded or placed in the particular bin, and when any orders is coming directly, the conveyor will move to that particular bin and pick that and place in the pre-stage in the staging area. So once a TO is confirmed in the external system, because actually we have the communication between the SAP and the external system, IWS system. So is there any once a confirmation of pallet or HU happened at the, through the TO in the external system. So this TO confirmation will be received at the SAP side, and it updates the SAP TO transfer order, and then the issue happens, right, to the against the customer order. So the ASRS will be take, that external TO confirmation will be in non-SAP system. Okay, that is one thing. And automatic guided vehicle system, AGVs. This class of mechanized automation has a minimal onboard computing power. These vehicles use magnetic strips, wires, or sensors to navigate a fixed path through the warehouse. Automated guided vehicles are limited to large, simple warehouse environments designated with this navigation layout. So, large layout is to be required for this kind of automation AGVs. Complex warehouse with a lot of human traffic and space constraints are not good candidate for this AGVs. Okay, so and next comes autonomous mobile robots, AMRs, more flexible than AGVs and AGVs, right? Automated guided vehicle is autonomous mobile robots. Autonomous mobile robots, simply called AMRs, uses goods to person system to create effective routes through a specific warehouse. They use advanced laser guidance systems to detect obstacles. If any obstacle in the path during the picking or put away, they can easily detect that. So AMRs can safely navigate dynamic environments with loss of human traffic. They are easy to program with routes and easy to implement quickly than AGVs. Okay, and pick to light and pick to put to light systems. These systems uses mobile barcode scanning devices synced to the digital light displays to direct warehouse pickers where I can say where to place or pick up selected items. They can dramatically reduce working and searching time and human errors in high volume situations. Voice picking and tasking. The use of voice detected or directed warehouse procedures, also known as pick by voice, right? Uses speech recognition software and mobile headsets. The system creates optimized pick path to direct warehouse worker where to pick or put away a particular product or a material, right? So that is important. This method eliminates the need for the handheld devices like RF scanners, so no need of RF scanner is required. So everything done through voice picking. So you can give the particular pick, and you can guide the particular or issue the command to pick a particular product in the particular bin using voice picking. So automatically system can go there and then pick that material and place in the pre-staging or whatever zone, actually shipping zone or picking zone, whatever it may be. So the picker can concrete on the task with improved safety and efficiency. Actually, I can see this kind of voice picking and tasking in beverage industries and fast moving goods industries like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and all these things, actually pharma drugs and everything. So where huge transport of facing customer orders, right? So in those warehouses, especially consumer goods or fast moving consumer goods, FMCG industries, we are using this kind of automation, voice picking out and tasking and pick to light and put to light. So I can see in case of Modest Link, actually one client I saw in that, actually I saw that put to light and pick to light scenarios. So all these things are there. So that is not a problem. So automated sortation systems. The sorting is one of the important things. It's a process of identifying the items on a conveyor system and diverting them to a warehouse location using RFID barcode scanners, and sensors. Companies use automated sortation systems in order fulfillment for receiving, picking, packing, and shipping. Okay, so these are the types of warehouse automation technology that is good to goods to person is a basic technology. Then automated storage and retrieval system ASRS, and then automatic guided vehicles AGVs, and autonomous mobile robots AMRs, pick to light and pick to put to light, voice picking and tracking or tasking, and then we can issue the task through voice command. Okay, so picking or put away we can be done here, and automated sortation systems. So these are the warehouse automation technology we are using in the day-to-day warehouse management systems. So now the question, when to automate your warehouse? Okay, so deciding when to automate your warehouse depends on the host of factors. Multiple factors are there. So you will need to evaluate your process and procedures, right? To examine your supply chain, recruit warehouse experts, and identify gaps in the current technology and future business goals. So here in-house expertise means those who are having a core business user or a main user who knows the in and around of the warehouse. So they know the gaps and problems, right? They in day-to-day life they can able to identify and sorting out that and how to bridge that or gap that by implementing the automation softwares and all this hardware implemented technologies or software and hardware integrated technologies, right? In case of S4 HANA, all these things. So now we have 8 questions before us to decide, is it the right time to automate your warehouse? So what are the questions? You can imagine, I mean, you can go through that and think on that and then decide your automation in your warehouse. So I already told actually this video is mainly used for the business users and the students who are new guys in the supply chain management or order fulfillment or warehouse management, right? So answer these questions when before or when or earlier committing to warehouse automation projects, and are you or your customer orders delay due to the limited workforce, due to the very limited human workflows, or the orders can be delayed and they are located at the pre-staging bins or shipment area, all these things. So all these things matter for before going for the automation. Are your existing warehouse process and procedures labor intensive? Okay, that is manual or that cause a delay. So in that case, actually, we need to go for automation, repetitive works. So our repetitive jobs will be taken care by the automated robots or softwares, all these things. Is your order fulfillment capacity declining due to this limited resource or say a lot of lack of technology? All these things you are unable to face the order fulfillment capacity, so that you cannot match the expectation from the customers orders. Are your inventory counts inaccurate? So you are facing any inaccurate inventory measures, physical inventory counts, that are you all the things. Are you still using legacy warehouse system, that is very old system software, or manual inventory management, like maintaining and tracking the inventory in Excel, like spreadsheets and everything? So is customer satisfaction data indicating problems in the supply chain? Are they complaining anything in the delay or lag in supplying the goods? Do you have increase or decrease your workforce to meet the fluctuating demand? Do you have any idea to buy in from key stakeholders? All these things matters, which decides the right time to automate your warehouse. Okay, and how to automate your warehouse? That is the next question. First, we saw when to automate, what are the technologies, and how to automate your warehouse. Automating a warehouse requires a project plan. Okay, everything requires some kind of plan. So we are using project plan. You will need to involve the stakeholders, create project schedule, complete a risk assessment, and digestive goals and deliverables. First, from a support team and the designate project managers, right? So they will determine the project schedule and build a timeline and deliverable calendars, right? So next one is make implementation support plan with the feedbacks from all the levels of management, including corporate leadership and warehouse managers from all locations. Finally, choose the warehouse automation that best supports your business goals, customer demand, and incorporate feedback from your team. So getting feedback from the core team is very important. To they knows the lags and they knows the problem, right? Where to implement and where to diagnose a particular problem facing in a day-to-day warehouse operation. So the involvement of core business users is very important with business leads, and time and available resources for the particular operation. So when receiving automation options, you will need to research these options and request demonstration before the entire stakeholders and business users, consultants, and everybody, I mean IT experts or warehouse experts, design experts. So you need to demonstrate before them and get a solution for their before that they need to analyze and get the solution, right? Implementing mobile barcode scanning has different requirements that installing as an ASRS inventory management systems, for instance. Okay, so there is a many choices for deciding an automation with the best practices, right? So that we have goals, customer demands, incorporate feedback from your team, and available resource when receiving automation options. So we need to think on all these things, all the factors. So 5 steps to automate your warehouse. So we just take this as a sample steps to fulfill your automation of warehouse start. I mean, kick starting that, right? So create an implementation committee, and second, collect the critical data, and then evaluate your inventory controls, implement a warehouse management system, and determine what kind of warehouse automation you want. Okay, so Uh, say in case of create an implementation committee, right? Form a committee of internal stakeholders who have expertise on your current warehouse performance, capabilities, and challenges, and understanding existing technology gaps. Consider adding third-party experts so who they can know about the supply chain automation end to end, how to do put away, pick away optimization and reduce the manual problems and repetitive jobs, time reduction, everything they can know. So they can automate and give the exact forecast of expenses. And based on their experience, they can able to correlate your industry standards and requirements with the warehouse standard operations, and then collect critical data. So collecting a data before implementing anything, we need to collect the data. For filling into any action, falling into any action, we need to collect the data, right? That is important. Successful warehouse automation relies on data about your existing supply chain and business critical warehouse operations. Okay. Before implementing new automation technology, evaluate your current data collection, I mean the data collection process and infrastructure, so that you can get whatever you want. You can assign the ownership of data migration to the skilled IT stakeholders. Okay. Evaluate your inventory controls. This is very important. So inventory control is a core of the business warehouse operation. Before implementing a warehouse automation solution, determine or refine your standard operation procedures, SOPs. That is, SOP is nothing but the standard operating procedures for inventory controls. Include SOPs for purchasing, shipping, receiving, customer satisfaction, and inventory loss. Define the key performance indicators (KPIs) to measure the success of automated inventory control process and procedures. Evaluate inventory accounting method currently in place, right? Say for example, periodic or perpetual systems, and determine how automation will impact it. Read the guide about the inventory control to learn more. Okay, and then implement warehouse management system WMS So WMS platform future, I can say future software models that help control and track inventory, manage warehouse operations, reduce better labor costs and associated with manual risk, and improve customer service, right? A modern warehouse management system support mobile devices and should be able to work with your existing enterprise software. Okay. Then, as a fifth point, determine what kind of warehouse automation you want really. This is a very good study actually. For doing that, you need to go for the field study. So, is your goals to use automation to streamline manual data entry and reduce labor costs associated with the back office warehouse operation and accounting? Okay, is that so or not? So we need to decide that. So that's what goal is, to automate or to streamline the manual data entry and reduce the labor costs associated with the back office warehouse operations and accounting or not. So are you expanding your warehouse footprint or adding locations, and think it is a time to use advanced physical process automation like robots or butlers and GTP systems good to the product, right? Systems determining, sorry, good to person, sorry, GTP means good to person systems, determining the type of warehouse automation that aligns with your industry goals or organization goals and customer demand, how it is faced. These are the very essential things you need to consider. So now actually we discussed about the five steps of automating your warehouse, creating an implementation committee. Before filling into action, we need to bring the team of experts, say a core user or business leads, business manager, and then expert warehouse design experts, software design experts, RF experts, all these people, and even actually I mean, layman or related users can also be involved, because actually we need to gather information from them, because they are the person who know the pros and cons in the design of the warehouse, right? Then collect the data from them. So that is called a collecting critical data, and then evaluating your inventory management methods and controls using that collected data and the feedbacks from the users, and then implement a warehouse management system. So before going for the implementing the warehouse management system, we need to determine or decide what kind of warehouse automation you require. So everything will be systematic. So why should you or we automate the warehouse? An efficient warehouse, right, negatively impact the customer experience. Sorry, really sorry. An inefficient warehouse negatively impact the customer experience. Automate warehouses can do more with less and thrive under increased customer demands, right? So benefits of warehouse automation. Using automation to improve warehouse operations brings a wide range of advantages, from running more efficiently to minimizing human errors. So we have some below advantages or benefits. So the automation of warehouse, which increases the warehouse throughput, better resource utilization, reduced labor and operational cost, improved customer service, reduced handling and storage cost, reduced human errors, and then minimized manual labor, increased productivity and efficiency, and improved employees satisfaction, enhanced data accuracy and analysis, reduced stockouts events, unexpected stock drains, and loss. Based on the customer, urgent customer orders, they are unable to meet the, because due to stock is not available in the particular bin. So those kind of stockouts can be avoided or reduced. Optimized warehouse space, greater inventory control, improved workplace safety, fewer shipping errors, reduced inventory loss, enhanced material handling coordination, improved order fulfillment accuracy. Okay, these are the benefits of warehouse automation. And next comes The challenges of warehouse automation. This is again actually very crucial thing, because before going for any water automation in the warehouse, we need to study on the what are the challenges and drawbacks which stops automation, what are the long pending issues, everything we need to identify. So challenges of warehouse automation. Despite the benefit related to the warehouse automation, it also has some challenges. For example, it requires significant capital to get up and running, and expertise to establish and maintain the systems, which many companies don't have in-house, and in-house teams, and can be difficult to find them the right solution, right expertise, everything. So additionally, equipment can break down, often at the worst of times, leading to downtime and repair or maintenance costs. Okay, to minimize maintenance issues, you will or you want to set up a maintenance schedules, that is a breakdown or preventive, everything. So a lot of things are there in PM, right? So consider contracting with a third party vendor that provides skilled maintenance and labor and repair facilities. So the experts to ensure the new systems and equipment to stay in touch with the latest innovations and technologies, so the operations can be optimized. The high upfront cost for equipment and setup typically pay for themselves over the time through the efficiencies and increased sales, right? And then finally, the business needs to carefully anticipate and mitigate some challenges with the proper risk assessment and planning. The planning phase should include regular inventory audits to verify the accuracy of the new data from the automated processing against the existing records. So we have many automation best practices to show how best it costs to automate your warehouse. Okay, warehouse automation best practices. The warehouse role in the supply chain has evolved significantly, right? Modern warehouse provide business critical cost saving functions and add value to customer experiences. So we have the six warehouse automation best practices to be considered. Integrate with WMS. So make sure the warehouse automation system you choose integrate with a WMS platform. Look for a solution that can manage inventory controls, track inventory, monitor and report on labor costs, integrate dashboards and automate these capabilities. Learn more about WMS features and and the difference between the inventory management and the warehouse management. Okay, so second thing, invest in scalable solutions. Your technology should scalable with your business. The system should account for adding future warehouse extensions or additions, employees, or future warehouse employees, equipment, and new supply chain partnerships like 3PL, 4PL, 5PL. All these things are drop shippers. Okay. Third one, automate data collection, right? So regardless of type and a level of warehouse automation, you are considering a term, start with a solution that automates data collection, transfer and storage. Cloud-based solutions paired with mobile barcode scanners create a low cost, low risk path of automation. This ecosystem will help you to eliminate the human error, capture critical warehouse performance and inventory data, and store it in a centralized cloud database for further analysis. Okay, and then perform continuous cycle counts. The cycle count monitors inventory levels against the inventory data, so which records and are the key feature of a WMS. Once you have automated data collection systems in places, you can automate continuous cycle counts with the mobile barcode scanning or RFID sensors. Then you can use dashboards to check for the inventory discrepancies by having a expert team to analyze the dashboards trends, right? Graphs and trends. Optimize receiving. Warehouse data collection start with receiving, right? So you want a system that can collect as much as data as possible upfront to help the direct warehouse workflows, identify the incoming products, that is dimension of the product, classification, what color, what size, what level, everything, and then packaging type. Then set a rules in your warehouse that determine how to handle it, where to store it, and how to direct available resources to put it away. And then evaluate warehouse design. This is again the crucial design actually, whether the gravity flow racks are required, or what kind of rack and pinion arrangement, what kind of thing they require. They need to study that. Many physical automation solutions, including GTP and ASRS and AGVs and automatic sortation of systems, require specific warehouse layers and simple space to be successfully implementing the warehouse, right? Automation. Consider reworking the design of existing warehouse and distribution centers to optimize them. For automating technology. Work with solution vendors, architects, and contractors that understand your unique requirements and needs. So you will you if they I mean you can include this evaluation in your implementation budget also for expertise hire, right? For deciding any warehouse design to get it optimized. So minimum time and optimized efficiency for the put away picking, bin to bin, sorting, and then management of stocks and moving here and there, all these things, right? Actually, the stock movements and everything, ASRS, AGV control, forklift control, everything is very important. So these are the very crucial things we need to consider for automation, right? So, what process can be automated? This is again a million-dollar question. Many warehouse process can be automated, such as bin tracking, cyclic counting, order picking. Warehouse process automation leads to more cost-effective operation and reduce product handling costs. Okay, so I think actually we have discussed about the various factors in warehouse optimization, warehouse automation using by improving the performance and the reduce the human cost or labor cost and everything. So I hope this will be the part one of this video will be more useful. I will definitely discuss the remaining part of the details in my second video on automating the warehouse management systems, right? So I hope this video is very useful for you to understand what is why we need and what we need when we need and what are the benefits, the types of warehouse automation and factors to be decided, steps to be decided in automating the warehouse, benefits, everything. So I hope this is very useful. Thanks for watching my video. This is G. Vishwakumar signing off. Thanks for watching once again.